Update. My twin wants my inheritance. Original post. I, female 17, was adopted at 6 months old by my bi-dad's cousin, my dad. My dad's side of family was always very orthodox, so when he came out, they practically shunned him, but still kept inviting him to the family events, so their image to the neighbors would stay intact. But when my dad got married, their behavior towards my dads got harsher, and only my bi-dad and bi-mom were kinder. After I was born, my bi-parents gave me to my dad as they had demanding jobs and couldn't take care of twins. My twin is the golden child of the family, and they love her to pieces. Me, not so much. My twin is pretty. She has lighter skin, blue eyes while I'm darker. So my dad's family used to bully me when I was little, as I didn't fit in with their aesthetics. So when I was about 9, my dad's moved away across the country and cut all contacts, except for my bi-dad. Now, my other dad received a huge inheritance from his grandparents and wants to give it all to me. I'm thinking to go into medicine, so this money will really help. So here's the issue. My bi-dad is not that well off and can't pay for my twin. So my twin called me a few days ago asking for half the inheritance. Mind you, she called me first time in years after we left. I obviously said no, so she had her grandparents call me and berate me. They told me my dads have money as they are lawyers, so they can afford my college fund even without the inheritance money. When I said no, the whole family, including my bi-dad, called my dads and called them selfish freaks and that they're ungrateful sinners. My dads are very upset. They gave me everything they could, and if I give away half of the money, his family would leave them alone. And now I can't help but feel guilty. Should I just give them the money? I accept that I'm jealous of my twin that she was accepted by them but not me. My dads can afford my college, but I just don't want to give my twin the inheritance. What should I do? Now for the top advice before reading the update. I'm confused on exactly who is who, but that money's meant for you. When money's involved, people always come out of the woodwork and then get mean. Don't give one penny away to those greedy people. You have nothing to feel guilty about. It's yours. Don't give in to people that are mean to you and your dads. My one dad got the inheritance, and my other dad's family wants it. No, no, and no. The audacity of these people. Not only it seems you don't have any sort of relationship with your bi-family and twin, but they ask you for inheritance and tries to guilt-trip you because your dads are lawyers? They can screw right off. The money's all yours. It's your inheritance. The lawyer dads should send out a gift-wrapped cease and desist order to that part of the family for Christmas. That's all they deserve. Do not give them the money. You said it yourself. They've only contacted you after years because they think you now have money. You were given that money for a reason. The person who gave it to you did so for a reason. Honor their wishes. If your other dad wanted your twin to have half the money, he would have given it to her. Ignore any legal threats they might make. They'll have absolutely no leg to stand on. If your dad was the one receiving the inheritance, any issues relating to probates would be between him and the executor. Nothing at all to do with you anyway. As far as I understood, it's the husband of her adoptive dad who got the inheritance. Her other dad, as she so adorably calls him. So the Bayou family doesn't have even a sliver of a connection to the inheritance. Like, at all. You take all of the inheritance and give your twin and the rest of the selfish family the finger. Then you ghost them all and continue with your dream of going to med school. And now for the update. So my parents sat me down and asked me what I want to do about this. I told them that I don't feel any likeness towards my twin or that part of the family. I also showed them this post and they were happy to see so much support from strangers. They said they talked to my bi-dad about my twin harassing me, but my bi-dad told me that since I was their child, they have a right to ask this of me, and my twin really needed that. So my dad Kevin told them that if my twin get into a college, then it'd help her out if he can. But my bi-dad didn't agree to this and kept asking for the money. My twin cried, said she deserved the money. Then she called me and told me I was a witch. My bi-mom also called me and said she was disappointed in me. That's when my dads took the phone from me and blocked them. My dad Kevin told me that he'd pay for my college, but won't give me the inheritance. Instead, he would use the money for me. Now I heard from a cousin that my twin is posting on social media that I stole her college fund, so I deleted all my social media. So that's where we are right now. I'm sad to say the least. So my dads are taking me out to dinner, basically treating me like a queen like they always do whenever I'm upset. So I guess that's something. Thanks again, guys, for all your kind words. My bi-dad told me that since I was their child, They have a right to ask this of me, and my twin really needed that. So my dad Kate told me if my twin get into a college, then he'd help her out if he can. But my boy dad didn't agree to this and kept asking for the money. This is just the wildest crap ever. I'm sorry, your boy dad and sister are insane. Kevin's grandparents isn't even related to them, so they're not entitled. Your dads are too nice. The three of you need to put these entitled a-holes on mute. My dad's blocked them. But my twin was harassing me on social media, so I deleted all. My blood boils when the one harassed is the one that needs to retreat. But it's the right option here. I just don't want to focus on them anymore. I have my own life to live. They can't take that away from me. Don't you love how many brings people you haven't heard from in years to the surface? Your boy dad said that since you're his kid, he has the right to ask this of you? No, 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 no. He gave you up, so you're not his kid anymore. He didn't raise you. You are your Uncle Dad's kid, also the new dad. Your twin doesn't have anything to do with this, and neither does your boy dad. If your dad wants to give you 100% of his inheritance, then that's what he should do. Your twin and your boy dad should have absolutely zero say in any of this. This post makes me mad, and I'm so sorry you're going through this. The whole thing is bizarre, I know. Thank the stars every day for your parents. DNA doesn't make someone family. How they treat you does. It sounds like the only thing your boy family ever did right for you was to allow your uncle and his husband to adopt you. They're the best dads. Next story. Ex-brother-in-law doesn't want me to treat his kids differently. I, 42 female, spoiled my nephew Chris and spent a lot of time with him. Chris is my late sister's son. My sister died when he was 5 after a heart attack, as she had an undetected heart condition. Chris spends a lot of time at our house where my parents/his grandparents, husband, 2 daughters, and 2 sons also live. Chris has his own room in my house and has his own set of keys, so he comes and goes as he pleases. Chris also has great bond with his cousins, who all consider him their brother. And as far as my husband and I go, he's also our son. It is included into everything we do with and for our kids. He goes with us on all our vacations. And this year, my husband and I bought him a car for his 16th, just as we did when our eldest son turned 16. My parents and I also plan on paying his way through college, same as his cousins, since ex-brother-in-law could never afford to. Now, ex-brother-in-law wants me to include his other kids, 2 teenage stepsons and his 2 boys and daughter with his wife, into our time with him. His other kids often get jealous of all the attention and money we spend on Chris. That is why it feels like I'm driving a wedge between the kids, especially as their oldest son Tom also wants a car. But again, ex-brother-in-law and wife can't afford it. Now they want me to make Chris share his car with Tom, but I told him I would not persuade Chris to share. I'm not even going to lie, but I don't like ex-brother-in-law. I certainly don't like his wife. And their kids are obnoxious, mean little turds. But I obviously never treat them in an unkind manner. And I don't allow Chris to speak to them or about them in a disrespectful manner. Even though I know they all constantly exclude Chris, purposely break his things, and make him feel like an outsider. I don't feel like it's my responsibility to consider the other kids ex-brother-in-law has. But at that moment, I don't know how to deal with the situation. And any advice to make Chris's life more comfortable, I'd love to hear. Ask your nephew if he wants to live with you full-time. I mean, you're providing for him, basically raising him, etc. He's made to feel like an outsider at his dad's. But you have no obligation to provide for your ex-brother-in-law's kids. This strikes me as something Opie is probably not legally allowed to do. Usually, in order to make this work, Chris's parents would need to sign some paperwork to make Opie Chris's legal guardian. Without that paperwork, Opie can't legally make decisions about seeing the doctor, going to the hospital in case of emergency, schooling, etc. Most parents would be rightfully insulted if you came to them and said, "I should be allowed to take custody of your kid because I don't personally like you or your wife and other children, and I have more money than you." Even crappy and poor parents still love their kids and won't sign over custody of their kids without a fight. Honestly, just stall until he's 18 and can move in with you, or at least move out from that home. If they push the issue, just say, "I'll try." Or if you want to put it plainly, I'm not their aunt. I'm Chris's aunt and I'm paying for these things as a favor to my sister. Chris is responsible and very polite. If I felt the other children were like that for those things, maybe it'd be different. But they have demonstrated that they don't treat things with respect, and spending money on them is a waste. But I wouldn't say that for a while. So stall until your nephew is old enough to not need his parents' permission, and you don't need to deal with his dad's rudeness. The nerve of this guy. This is all you need to say. Brother-in-law can fix his own house. Your only concern is Chris. Your brother-in-law is ridiculous. Chris is your nephew, but the children he had with his new wife and the children she brought to their relationship are in no way related to you and are not your family. He should be grateful that his late wife's family is helping his eldest son so much. But since he isn't, please just ignore him. Next story is titled, Sister no longer wants a relationship with me, but wants to see my daughter through my partner. So to keep it short and sweet, me and my sister grew up in foster care, but for some weird reason we never ever got on. She admitted recently she didn't like me growing up. Fast forward, I always thought we would grow up, move out, and the relationship would change. I desperately try to have a relationship with her, but she's always extremely patronizing, jealous, and never seems to be happy for me. Also likes to make little digs about how I'm closer to other siblings, etc. My daughter is 4 months old, and her reaction was awful when I told her I was pregnant. Congrats is all I got. And since having Mila, she's met her twice, and she's just dug away at my parenting with silly things like, she's staying at her granny's already? I wouldn't have done it that soon. And it just got worse and worse. She doesn't have children, may I add. We ended up having an argument which ended in her telling me she doesn't want me in her life anymore, and that she will go through my partner to see Mila. This feels extremely disrespectful to me. She does not want me around at all when she sees Mila, so it's either I leave the house or my partner meets her somewhere. My partner felt uncomfortable with this and explained to her that it felt wrong, and that if she wanted a relationship with Mila, she would need to get on a mutual level with me, which she's again refused. I'm not sure if I'm wrong for feeling against this. I know it is Mila's auntie, but I am her mother, and to be completely avoided is so hurtful to me. I just don't know what to do. Now for the advice. Your sister, mother, father, friend, etc. is not entitled to see your child. There's not a world where she gets to dictate her relationship with your child. If she doesn't want to see you, she's not entitled to spend time with your child. This is my thoughts exactly. I've heard comments such as, just because you've lost a family member doesn't mean Mila should too. And my mind just can't comprehend something so cruel. But you are the mother, and it is your sister setting the terms. That is wrong. You and your daughter are a package. If she doesn't want to see you, then she doesn't get to play auntie. Thank you muchly for making me feel so much more relaxed about my decision. Strangers really do give the best advice. It's wrong of her to want to see your daughter without you. Your partner is right. Both you and your partner should stand firm. If it's up to me, I'd cut all ties with her. Well, sounds like Mila has one less auntie now. Good thing she's so young, so she won't even miss her. I just don't want to do anything that makes me look like the bad one. I can't force a relationship with someone for the sake of my child. But I also don't want to seem like I'm using Mila as a weapon to hurt her, when in reality it's the other way around, and I feel guilty when I shouldn't. Last story. I, 16 female, cried in front of my best friend's parents, 16 female, because they gave me a plate of food. How can I explain it to them? I'll try to keep it short. My mom is an addict and I don't know who my dad is. I have 3 younger siblings, 3 male to 9 male, that I take fully care of because my mom is incapable of, or straight out doesn't want to. We have food at home at a nice place thanks to my grandparents, but they don't want to take care of us nor raise us because they are tired of cleaning up after my mom. I don't blame them though. We spend some weekends with them and it's fun, but even then I'm in charge of my brothers and I have to bathe them, feed them, and put them to sleep. I'm so love and touch deprived that yesterday when I went to my best friend's house after school, I cried when her mom put a plate of homemade warm food in front of me and said, "Here you go, love." Nobody has ever called me love before, and I can't remember the last time someone cooked something that wasn't from a pre-made package or something like that. It felt so overwhelming. Like for a few seconds I was out of my survival mode and started to cry so awfully. Both of my BFF's parents got confused and scared that they tried to reach out to me, but I fled the place because I thought I was making a fool of myself. My BFF texted me to make sure everything was okay and told me that her parents were worried. I don't know what to tell them. Nobody really knows about my situation and I don't want to be somebody else's burden. I really don't know what to say to them. I'm not starved or something like that, it just felt, I don't know, weird. Please, I need help. Kiddo, you have been dealt a really crappy hand in life. Take help and kindness wherever you can find it. Don't close yourself off from people because you feel embarrassed or guilty. If you trust your best friend, tell her and let her explain the situation to her parents. Hope things get better for you and your siblings. To add on here, there's nothing to be embarrassed about here, Opie. You're a kid. You're not supposed to be taking care of 3 kids, and you're not supposed to be in this situation. All the things you do, those are things your mother is supposed to be doing, or at least making sure is handled. Instead, it's falling on you because your mother has failed you. It's okay to talk to your friends about this. Her parents might have even some ways they can help, and that won't make you a burden. Most people, if they find out their daughter's 16-year-old friend is in this situation, will at least care enough to want to do something to help, even if it's just you can come by more often for dinners. You're not a burden. You're so busy lifting a burden you didn't sign up for, that your mother is supposed to be handling, that you've just got some things to deal with. That doesn't make you bad or a burden. They were happy to do it, believe me. Our daughter has a few friends whose home situations aren't great. Some of them have stayed with us for a while, and all of them know they can count on us for a safe place to stay and a warm meal, and the love and attention of people who consider them family. Your friends' parents sound like they are exactly the same, and I imagine if you ever needed people to talk to or a safe place to stay, they would be there for you. I know sometimes the hardest thing you can do is admit you're hurting, admit you're drowning, but there are people who will always be willing to help, and will do so freely, with no expectations on you except maybe the willingness to also help yourself. They do this out of love and because they know it helps make the world a better place.